is Janice Carmichael, and I have a very unique guest for you guys here today. I'm sitting here with Tom. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. My name's Tom Hernan. I'm the owner and founder of Blue Hen Insurance right here in Middletown, Delaware.
Thank you. Okay, so Blue Hen Insurance, right? So some people still hear insurance and think like, right? Can you give us, debunk the myths of the scariness surrounded by insurance?
Well, I'll start by saying I think the scary part about things is just life. Mm-hmm. And when you have a tool and a mechanism to transfer all that risk onto the insurance company, it's not meant to be scary. And my team and I really do try to focus on speaking English.
Right.
There's a lot of jargon that goes into insurance. We use terms and numbers, but we're able to talk to the average American and explain, hey, this is what the industry standard is. This is some things that we try to highlight and some things we try to do. People are usually very receptive. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you sat in on one of our staff meetings, we have an entire lingo all of our own. But when you hear us on the phones and talking to regular clients or prospective clients in that matter, we try to make it very comfortable for them.
Right, so you're taking the jargon away from the insurance and basically translating it, like you said, to English for people who are not looking at that every day.
You have to.
Okay.
So we try not to make it scary.
Right, exactly. Okay, so what type of insurance do you provide for our clients?
For your clients, we really focus on homeowners insurance. Mm-hmm. And then obviously the insurance marketplace right now is kind of a hard market. Mm-hmm. So getting the auto insurance and packaging really makes a nice bundle discount for them.
Okay, so you would offer auto insurance to my clients that are purchasing homes and selling their homes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then also too, one of the things that the mortgage companies will do, they send notices of mortgage protection life insurance. Mm-hmm. So we also offer those services as well.
Okay, so you said you cover home, auto, and you do life insurance.
Yep, and we also are in the commercial marketplace. So when we have a small business owner, pretty much we can handle anything out there except for pretty much aviation and trucking. Those are two very niche things in the insurance marketplace. Mm-hmm. Everything else is on the table.
Okay, and that's a lot. So our clients can call you when they have all those type of questions.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, I had a client that was asking me about auto insurance, and I was like, let me call Tom. So, I mean, that's great. We appreciate, having our clients' biggest assets being taken care of and being able to send them somewhere that we know, like, and trust, and that you'll take care of them.
One of the things that sets my team and I apart is when we get a phone call saying, hey, we're buying a home. Mm-hmm. I think people in call centers are just going to take the order. They're just going to go through those steps.
Right.
We say congratulations. Because other than the birth of a child and a marriage, being a homeowner is the American dream.
Right.
And to turn around and be like, all right, so tell me about your new house.
Right.
It's kind of like, what's your new puppy like?
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody wants to talk about the new puppy. Everybody wants to go for a ride in the new car. Mm-hmm. And everybody's going to come over for your housewarming party. Mm-hmm. And my team and I have been invited to people's housewarming parties. Mm-hmm. They remember us and they appreciate the fact that we took them through the steps. And we try to make it easy enough.
Right. Great, I love that. Okay, so tell me where you're located, right? Where's your office located? I want to know the steps the client would take to get in contact with you, and then where do you go from there?
Well, our office location is in Middletown, but we actually practice in 7 states. Oh. And we do a lot of that virtually. So we have clients as far as Northeast Ohio, down in Florida, and obviously the surrounding states. So we jump, let's be very honest, Delaware's a small state.
Right.
So we have people that wake up in Jersey, they drive down 95, and then they're working in Maryland. So they're going through multiple states,
right.
and we do the same. As far as getting in touch with us and communicating with myself and my team, obviously the phone is always great. I'll throw out the plug, 302-696-2242. Anybody on my team will be there to pick up. But also blueheninsurance.com. We have an array of information. We do monthly updates where we just try to talk about what's going on in the marketplace and just informing our clientele. But we also have a client center that you can request a quote, you can get an ID card, you can get your proof of homeowners insurance, all online 24/7. So if you happen to be at the DMV and it's after hours, we're still open for business and we're still trying to provide that level of service.
Wow, that's amazing. And how long has your company been established, and how long have you been doing this?
I established Blue Hen 6.5 years ago, but I've been an agent for 19 now.
Okay.
So it just some progression through my career where, I don't say I grew just, but I started as a sales professional, went to the independent channel, which, to be very honest, there's a lot more carriers, a lot more choices, a lot more underwriting guidelines. And then I took the leap of faith and set up my own shop, and very proud to say my team and I are doing well at it.
Yeah, we're glad that you did. Like, you guys offer like more personable service to insurance, and I appreciate that.
And we, and that's where I'll throw out there, we love working with the real estate community. Obviously, there's a need. They're looking for their financing. They're looking for their insurance provider. They're looking for their closing attorney. Even home inspector. We'd like to be part of that team. And really, it comes down to the overall success. Because when, if there is an underwriting concern or if there is a question about flood insurance, we try to communicate with the lender. We try to communicate with the agent. I even have an engineer that focuses on flood insurance on standby, where, hey, you need a certificate. We need to get the following information. And we try to communicate that to all parties involved, so there's no surprises, and you're not left at the last minute of your closing, going, oh wait, I'm in a flood zone. Right. No. I will throw out there one of the things I always encourage, especially when you have a listing agent. And again, real estate happens and life happens around it. So when grandma or grandpa passes and you're now dealing with an estate situation, if there happens to be water anywhere around the property, let's figure out if it isn't a flood zone. Let's figure out if the future buyer is going to need to get insurance on flood insurance. Because I'm not picking on first-time home buyers, but it's true, sometimes ratios are tight. And if I turn around and maybe the flood insurance is just out of their price range, I don't want that to be a deal breaker. Right, exactly. And I'd rather you be able to disclose to the lender and to the other agent, hey, the flood insurance is probably going to be a couple $1,000s a year. Right. Is this okay? Right. It just really prevents a lot of people from working on a project and a deal and then it falling apart. Yeah, because the more time we have, because you said life happens, right? So once we realize what's happening, the more time we have, it's a little bit easier to resolve, or we work together and come up with creative solutions to be able to get even the first-time home buyer able to afford what they need. Exactly. And also too, when it comes to your client, they're not left disappointed. Right. And they're also not left having paid for inspections that there's no value. Right. So it sounds like the sooner they contact you, the better, right? Like, I love it, yes. Okay, because I guess that's confusing. We wouldn't know when, I would know, but as a client, as a buyer, as a first-time home buyer especially, you wouldn't know, well, when do I contact Blue Hen Insurance? So you're basically helping them at any point of the transaction. They don't have to wait to contact you. Never. People can contact us anytime. And the other thing I want to throw out there is, even though we're talking real estate, and that's a focus of both of our businesses, obviously, everybody's a client. Right. And if you haven't done an insurance review in the last 3, 4, 5 years, please reach out. Right. I will say COVID threw the insurance community, the insurance industry, upside down. We were left with homes that were underinsured. We were left with a supply chain issue because of shortages in goods and materials. We're left with a labor issue because nobody wants to rebuild homes when they're destroyed. Right. And then all of a sudden, inflation. Inflation is the nasty, nasty thing that happened with COVID. And the government, and we're not trying to talk politics here. Right, of course. But let's face it, the government printed a lot of money. And that's now in our system. And inflation's a nasty, nasty thing. So when the values of homes have gone up, the values of replacing homes have gone up significantly. If you're left underinsured, we need to have a conversation about it. Right. So at any point in time, have a conversation about what your policy is doing, what it covers. Absolutely. Okay. So one of the things that an agent should be able to provide to the prospective client is something called a replacement cost study. It's actually a third-party service we use that says, okay, is this a townhouse? What's the quality and condition of the townhouse? Or hey, is this being a little crazy, but if it's an 8,000 square foot ranch, a beautiful home, a mansion, well, what was used to build it? What sets it apart? And then of course, the magic question is not necessarily the value, which I know as real estate professionals, you want to have your clients get value for their dollar.
Right.
I'm worried about rebuilding it.
Right.
So if there's a total loss, and I'll be very humble, I had 4 clients that lost their homes last year in a fire. It is a tragedy, and thank God none of my clients were actually injured in those fires, but to turn around and be like, financially speaking, other than you having your deductible, we're able to take all that financial burden, transfer it on the insurance company. We're putting you up in a hotel, we're putting you up in temporary lodging, we're paying for your meals, your additional mileage, even laundry expenses.
Wow.
All that falls on the insurance company.
That's great information.
It is. So you guys are heavily focused on providing service and protection is what I keep hearing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I will throw out there, I know there's multiple insurance companies that just brag about, get a quote, save 15%, but cheaper's not always better.
Right.
And one of my clients last year was hit by straight line winds, which devastated her home. She had trees fall on the property, everything was a mess. And her neighbor, unfortunately, had the same exact event. Well, the company doesn't matter because the company didn't do anything wrong, but that neighbor was underinsured. Her temporary living expenses have been exhausted, and now she's left with a home that's not completed. There's not enough money to go around. And braggishly, comfortably, I can say my client, everything's been taken care of, the house is being rebuilt, and she should be back in it before Christmas, which is a win.
Wow.
I can't fix what happened to them. Correct. But all the financial matters have been taken care of for her.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Who is Tom? Who are you? Like, family man? What do you like to do for fun? Let's talk about that.
Well, fun?
Yeah.
I think my wife would just say, we're going to the beach. What's fun? Beach.
Okay, what's your favorite beach?
Siesta Key on the Gulf
Oh,
Coast.
I love Siesta Key.
Love Siesta Key.
Love it.
But no, I'm happily married to my wife, Lindsay. I kind of joke around and say I have 2.5 children. So I have 2 biological children, TJ and Katie. And then my stepdaughter, Peyton. My son just started University of Delaware. He's in their engineering program. So he's got a lot on his plate. Very proud of him. My daughter's doing her junior year. And yes, I'm about to have my second teenage driver. So she'll be, I know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
And also proud of her. She's on their varsity cross country team. So my girl can run.
Right.
And then my stepdaughter Peyton just made the freshman volleyball team here in Middletown. So she's having a great time too.
Nice.
Yeah,
Awesome.
very good, very good.
Awesome. So how does someone get in contact with? I know we said it in the beginning, but I just want people to know your contact information one more time. How do people get a hold of you?
Yeah, sure. Obviously, I'm available in the office. 302-696-2242. And also, maybe someone that's a little bit reluctant to call, we can communicate via email. But there's an online request a quote feature on our website, which is blueheninsurance.com. You go on the website, it is secure. My computer guy has put it on lockdown. You can put all your personal information on there. It goes to my team, and when we can start facilitating quotes via email. But of course, I do like talking to people, so give a call. It's fine.
Give a call. It's fine.
I have one more question. You said you like talking to people. We're real big on going to like a lot of real estate events, and we see Blue Hen sponsoring a lot of events, and we see Blue Hen in a lot of places. Why do you like? What is it about Blue Hen or yourself that says I want to be around all these people and all these agents? Like, what is your mission for that?
Based on your community focus.
I want the transfer of trust.
Right.
So when your clients are hiring you to represent them in a real estate transaction, you're their person, you're their agent, you're their trusted advisor. Well, there's a lot of ways for me to get people's business, but that transfer of trust from the agent to my agency, to Blue Hen, it's priceless.
Right.
And other than the words, I love you, the sweetest words in the English language to me as a professional are I was referred by. Because that's a huge, huge compliment.
Right.
And being involved in the real estate community goes well. I mean, everybody's, for one, I enjoy the real estate community. I think everybody's trying to do well by their clients. But to be part of their success team and be able to earn their trust, earn the respect of their clients,